Buenos dias, buenos dias, buenos dias. Peace, 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 peace and blessings be unto all you guys. Coming in like always, fresh to impress. Nah, let me stop. Just fooling around this morning. Cold day in Philadelphia. Sunny, the sun. I rather have the sun because the sun, at least the sun, throws some heat, some light, warms things up a little bit. So we need that, and we need that vitamin. We need that vitamin off that sun also in our bodies. Very important. Just like we need the oxygen, the air that we can't see, but we breathe it, right? It's amazing sometimes when you start to think about the functionalities of things in this earth. Just picturing that you can't see something, you can see what it does, the air, what it does when it moves trash, when it moves a tree, when it moves a car, when it blows and moves you, or wiggles your jacket or your hat or whatever. You could feel it, you understand? Or the impressions of the marks that it make. But as a source of life that we need in order to survive. Unbelievable how things on this, in this planet Earth, and how the human body and us, we need these things. We think about water, and we use water every day to shower, to wash clothes, to wash utensils, to wash vehicles, for a lot of things. We drink it. Yeah, it's not like the way it should be. A lot of contaminations in it, but we still need it to survive. That's the whole point. Water, and what our bodies are composed of, that has water. So it's like everything here on Earth, right, that has to do for the survival of mankind. And I'm only talking, guys. Survival of mankind, when you look at it and you put your mind to it, you see it. The body is composed of water and other minerals and nutrients. Let's not talk about the brain. The brain is vast. A lot of stuff to talk about there. But just the body, the organisms, how it's composed, what it's composed of, and then referencing the natural substance that we need to consume in order for this organism to live. If you start looking at it, it's what's on Earth, the plants that we use and we eat, the salads, the vegetables, the fruits, the rice, the grain, the beans, all these things that come from this resource, from this planet Earth, from the ground. The meat that comes from animals. But when you look at what do those animals eat, the majority is grain, grass, plants, wheat, oats, molasses, corn, a lot of grain. Yes, there are animals, there are meat eaters, but if you notice, a lot of these meat eater animals, us here in the Americas, we don't eat. There might be some that do, but if you notice, we don't eat animals that eat meat. We usually are eating animals that eat what's in this planet Earth from the ground, natural. Yes, we understand that the animals are also contaminated with all these hormones and all these antibacteria and flu and virus things, which we do consume it, and it affects our bodies. That's why a lot of us our immune systems are not that high. They are low because the food that we eat, especially the meats that we eat, since they have to inject these animals to prevent them from getting sick, to boost up their immunity. When we consume this, it makes our immune system weak, not strong enough. So that's why it's good to always eat stuff from the ground, you know, the yams, the potatoes, things to boost up our immune system. I got a thing, right, that I wash any fruit or any vegetable that doesn't have a cover over it. And when I say cover, doesn't have a layer of protection over it, I wash it. Because I know of all these anti-insecticides and all these things that they spraying on these vegetables and fruits are one of the things that are hurting us. And then you got the GMO and, you know, genetically modified, indoor growing crops and animals and splicing and all this, which is not natural. When you see a fruit that's as big as a pumpkin, not all fruits are supposed to be that big. You understand? So you got to be careful. Anyway, the reason why I'm speaking about fruits, vegetables, plants, and the things that we need for survival to eat and all that, and that comes from the ground, right? Everything, even when we eat the animals eat the stuff that comes from the ground, the grain. And I'm coming out speaking about these things because I did a small little read yesterday on a book called Self-Healing Powers. And I noticed that some people watched it, and I hope that whoever watched it gained something from it, because that shows me that those little people who watch the reading sessions are interested enough to learn about these African traditions, that as we are of those that follow the Caribbean style of it, the Afro-Cuban style of it, we still are delving into learning the root of where our tradition comes from. And by you guys hearing with my mistakes and all and my reading, it brings me pleasure and joy, because I say at least, 20 people, 30 people that just took a couple of minutes out of their time just to listen to that makes me understand that those of you who stopped, for those 20 or 30 people of you who stopped just to listen to me read that book, I see that you guys are interested enough. Because it's not the same to just hear things about Palo that has to do with things that are more, involved in trying to give you guys an explanation of certain things in Palo that might consist of some type of bilongo, or speaking some type of experience in life, or speaking about the tradition in life and what not to do and what to do, and to be careful of doing this and doing that, and finding a good padrino, madrina, and so on and so forth, initiation and all these type of things, right? But I have noticed that a lot of people, they are seeking or practicing this tradition, are only thinking about the part of doing the medicine, or let's say the bilongo, or doing brujeria. A lot of people are interested just really in that part of Palo. They think that Palo is just that. It's just a tradition to learn how to do witchcraft. And then, not that they are not people out there that want to do good by understanding the medicine and what does the medicine do, and what can an Nkisi do for you, and an Mfumbe do for you. But they look at Palo as a form of doing a lot of negative work. When I say negative, I'm trying to say things that ruins or shifts another person's life in a different direction than what they wanted or they are actually looking for. You know, the person has a job, you know, and they don't, and some practitioner doesn't like that person for some reason. They want to hurry up and go ahead and do some type of bilongo, some type of witchcraft or something to them. I'm saying witchcraft for you guys to understand. This is what people think that Palo is about. And this is the message that a lot of people out here, especially in the Americas, are getting and understanding that Palo is. This is what they think Palo is. Because of all the other people, they are just using Palo and just saying Palo and doing some evil, or doing something with some animal, or showing something online that looks horrifying to a person that doesn't understand nothing about it, about the culture. That person is doing that is making Nkisi Malongo, Palo Monte, Palo Mayumbe look bad and look wrong and look what is not. And the reason why I say this is not because it upsets me that people don't want to hear the reading when I read or something like that, because like I said, whoever sits down to hear what I read sometimes is either one, they don't have the book, two, they have the book, but when they read it, they can't really understand it, and three, someone just wants to hear it again to refresh their mind because they already have read this, they know this, they just want to hear it again for it to stay fresh in their mind. And like I said, hey, I'm grateful for that. I'm happy that people stay with me there for those couple of minutes and hear me reading, because those are the ones that I say, those are the ones that really want to learn. Those are the ones that really they on the right track. Those are the ones that I'm saying to myself, those ain't looking at Palo like it's all bad, like it's just to do some type of witchcraft of somebody to mess somebody up, because you know this is all they want to do is, you know, they want to knock somebody down. You understand? Those are the ones that I say, if they keep going in that route, those are the ones that I say, those are the ones that are going to be good practitioners, because it shows you that the importance of what you sharing has a lot to do with our practice, and it is in our practice. And if they apply it, they will be better in what they do. And if they understand it, they will be better in practicing Palo Mayumbe, if you want to say. You understand? So this is something that, you know, I wanted to bring in. If whoever watched this video didn't hear the reading last night, it's only a couple of minutes, it's not that long. I would like for you guys to go and listen to it, for you can understand true spirituality. And if you could read between the lines or listen, you will see the spirituality and what I'm reading from a great man that's not with us no more, that gave this and left this for us to learn and to give us something to feed off of. You know, it's and I thank my tata. You know, he was the one who put me on, well, to everything that I know for right now, and everything that I know till now. He put me on to these teachings. You know, he's the one who, and I have a lot to learn, and I know that I have a lot to learn. But he has opened my eyes from being squinked real. He has opened my eyes wider to see things in a broader sense, and I still got a lot to go, and I hope that you guys are still striving and trying to learn better. What is the best thing that you could do in Nkisi Malongo? It's to save a life. Feels way better to save someone's life than to hurt somebody. There's a time for everything in life. There's a time for everything. You know, there's a time for crying. There's a time for happiness. There's a time to do good. There's a time to do bad. There's a time, a place, and a season for all the things that we need or we will have to do in life. But we just can't be stuck on one time or one season or on one thing and think that Palo consists of just this one way. And those who are stuck in that line of thought, or those who are doing things in Palo that are only towards that negative side, the more stronger bilongo, and using this just to harm, are the ones that in the long run they're gonna feel a lot of things coming back to them. But I'm only here as a brother to a sister, or to a male as a brother. I'm only here to try to orientate in a way. A lot of you guys do not need orientation. You guys already know this. But there are a lot that need it. And the little bit that I could help with to orientate anyone out there, to me, is sufficient and is necessary. Because this is the reason why a lot of the things in Nkisi Malongo, Palo Mayumbe, from whatever hama you from, this is why a lot of the elders left with secrets that nobody has to this day. Yes, there's some that have been passed down, but there's a lot of things that we don't have these days because the elders left without teaching it to the students. I'm not saying that they didn't help. They did. They helped. They a lot taught. But there also were things and secrets that were never taught and never were passed down that we don't have because for whatever reason it may be. Maybe some of them thought that it wasn't time for them to give that to the people who they were around. Maybe they didn't find somebody worthy enough to know those secrets. But it also could be that some of them have pride and kept it with them because they didn't want to share it. You know, could be looked at like that also. But and that's the reason why I come out and all the other brothers come out to try to speak and say things. Yes, I understand you guys want secrets. I guarantee you that if I was to sit here every week and give you guys something from Nkisi Malongo that I know that has something to do with a pact or with a secret or with for you to be able to fundar or fomentar something, this channel will be full of thousands of people. If I was on here speaking negativity, if gossip, problems, this channel will be full also. Yes, of the wrong type of people with you know, that this is not the channel that I want. This is not what I want to do. But it will be full. Because these days a lot of people are like to be in these lives and in these and listen to these videos and be part of these social media platforms that all what it is just entertainment for them. But that entertainment feeds them. Without them knowing that entertainment that's feeding them is feeding them more negativity and more negativity and more negativity. You know, there's a saying that says it goes with the more negative you are, the more your heart gets harder. And it gets to the point where your heart, which is your brain, not here, your heart gets harder the more less sensibility you have towards others. Hope you guys have a great day. I'm going to keep saying Salam alaikum, alaikum salam. I don't have no reason why to change it. People have left in comment, why do I say Muslim? Saying, like I explained, there's different ways of saying it. And I know the ways. I know a couple of ways of greeting and ungreeting people. But I like this saying. I practiced Islam for 8 years. I mean, practiced 8 years learning the Arabic, the reading, learning the Sharia, the law, learning the fiqh of it, learning hadith, Sahih al-Bukhari, Sahih Muslim, Sahih, I think it's Dawood. Believe me, I've been there. I feel great with this saying. I like what it represents and what it means. And I continue to say in Salam alaikum, alaikum salam. Ken sambi lo hakutare, always. Be safe, guys.